Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today we are continuing the Pirates of the Caribbean series. We have one more to go after today, so that'll come out next Sunday. I know it's a weird time, but I'm going down to 3 a week, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that without ruining any of the series, which we're not doing. We're not stopping any series. We are continuing every single series that we have going on continually. We're just not starting any new ones once those end. But we are on POTC 4. So we have one more left, and today we're going to be talking about Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides was released in 2011. It was written by Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio, who did the first 3, and it was directed by Rob Marshall. He did not do the first 3. And essentially, the Fountain of Youth is the main character of this film. We see our pirates go to the Fountain of Youth and try to essentially get there first. And there's 2 or 3 different groups of people trying to get there at the same time, which I thought was kind of cool that we got to see all of that. I have one small quick criticism. I didn't like that we never got to know who was always in head, right? We'll cut from a scene from Jack's point of view to Blackbeard's or to Jeffrey Rush's character, and that's fine, but they don't tell us what time frame it is. So then the big reveal at the end was oh, I didn't realize that they were that far ahead, which is fine, but also kind of cheating a little bit, which again, not really my problem, but come on. I do think, real quick, I want to mention this before I forget, because this is really important to me. I think Jeffrey Rush's character actually was good here for the first time. I think Barbosa's always fine, but this time it felt like he actually had some stuff to do that wasn't just walk around. He actually had some motivation here, and so I appreciate that. I think all the characters are fun in this one. I think Johnny Depp's character gets not a whole lot of character development, but we see that he has a nicer side than he shows off most of the time. And a lot of that bounces off of Penelope Cruz's character, and it's cool to see all of that kind of flesh out a little bit. Not that I think it was perfect, but I think that it was nice to see a little bit more depth, and that's something that I think people didn't realize a lot with this film, but when you watch it immediately after watching the third one, you're like, wow, there is a lot more that he's able to give in this film in comparison to the other one, so good for you on that. I think that the story is fine. I think it's good. I had a fun time watching it. I watched it using headphones, which is something I don't normally do. I'm going to do that more from now on because I just felt so much more immersed. I think the music's fantastic, of course. I had a lot of fun watching it. I don't think it's quite as good as 1 or 3, but it's better than the second one, that's for sure. I don't know why the second one's so bad, but this one was really fun. I had a really good time watching it. I think the addition of mermaids was something I wasn't expecting, but worked very well. I think it was I was like, oh yeah, mermaids exist, that's fair. That's something that could totally happen here that I don't know why my brain didn't allow myself to think that, because obviously they exist. And when they told me they exist, I was like, yeah, I believe you. And it was cool that I didn't have to spend a whole lot of time being no, it does exist in this film, and honestly, it works better than I thought it was going to. And overall, I think it's good. I had a really good time watching it. I think that one of the things I appreciate is the tone, which I mentioned in all the other Pirates of the Caribbean movies. But this one goes from a comedic one to a dark one really fast, but it works, which is the thing that doesn't work in the second one, which is they tried to do in the second one. They tried to make it really, really swinging hard right into ridiculously strict and dark tones, whereas the first one was very fun and light, and the third one had a little bit of both. This one had a gradual decrease, and honestly, I think it worked. I don't know what the fifth one has in store for us, but this one had a really gentle curve of just it gets darker, and I appreciate that a whole lot. But overall, it was a really fun movie. I genuinely did enjoy it. I don't know why people say they don't. I liked it. I had a good time watching it, and I'm going to go ahead and give Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides a B-. Have you seen this one? Let me know in the comments below if you've seen it. What's your favorite one? I have a ranked video coming out in 2 weeks from, I think, this Saturday. I'm not sure. But I have a ranked video coming out. If you want to check that out, definitely consider subscribing so you don't miss it. Make sure you guys like the video, share with your friends, and as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.